Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Aditi Chandanshive from CXO Junction, and I'm so glad to have you all here for our third episode of Beyond the Boardroom, an exclusive series by CXO Junction. Let me quickly introduce you all to CXO Junction. We are a global tech media house with our reach across India, UAE, and other areas of APAC. And we are really glad to have you all here, join us here today. So, Beyond the Boardroom is a series that's all about exploring the struggles, stories, and triumphs that makes leaders who they are, not just in their work, but in their everyday life as well. So, to give us a sneak peek into her life, we have today's guest, Shweta Srivastava, Head IT at Matix Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, who is a passionate technology leader with over 23 years of experience and a recipient of numerous accolades, including the Rising Star CSO 100 Award and the Most Deserving CIO of India 2024 Award. I'm really glad to have her here with us. We have learned so much about her life in different aspects and events. Like we watch her on the live, and we watch her during panel discussions. And we would really love to see the side of her that is what we haven't seen before, behind the scenes, beyond the boardroom, of the woman and the leader that she is. Oh, welcome, Shweta ma'am. So glad to have you here with us today.
Hi, Aditi. Thank you so much for having me here. And I hope I'm audible and visible both.
Yes, and you look really pretty today. The Saturday vibes are in the air.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, how are you feeling today, ma'am?
Great. Excited to have this conversation, which is everything else apart from technology.
Love to hear that. And as the topic of today is talking bytes, beats, and bytes, like while I was making this, I felt really happy that I get to interview you because it's such a unique combination, right? Of technology and your hobbies like cooking and music. And I'm so excited to hear about it more.
Likewise, I'm also excited to share whatever I have experienced in my life around music and
Okay.
around.
Yes. So, starting with this one question, since we meet in many events, and you really inspired me as a leader and as a woman as well. So, I would like to ask you, who is the one mentor who changed your perspective on leadership?
Okay, so I happened to work with a legendary industry veteran, Mr. Jitendra Singh, and he's inspired me a lot with respect to leadership. So, with the experience that I gathered all over the years, and I was working into tech through and through, I think I missed this piece which is very critical in leadership, which is empathy, which is building and carving the path for your team members, for the people who are working along with you. Uh, as a taskmaster, I was just trying to get work done from the team, and I was only sort of pushing them to the maximum limit. But then he is the one who taught me what leadership really means. It is important to be visionary. It is important to be involved in the other person's life, not just related to work, but outside the work as well. And he had a very different perspective towards how the team should be working together. So we were about 100 people in the team, and he knew each and every smaller details of each of us life, what's going on, outside work as well as within the work. And he had always made himself approachable and accessible, irrespective of whatever load he would be handling at that time. Unfortunately, he's no more, and I feel the loss even today. Whenever I'm dealing with my team, I always correlate it with how he would have reacted in the situation, or how he would have dealt with the situation, how he had nourished and encouraged all of us. I would try to do whatever possible within my capacity. But to become like him is one of the aspirations that I have, and it's trust me, it's not easy. I've never seen a person like him.
That is so good to hear. For a change, like I hear from everyone that leadership is supposed to be that you guide everyone and you lead everyone. But this view that you have to have empathy and you have to connect with them outside of their work and know like hundreds of people in the team, that is really amazing to hear. So that must have taken them, and I'm sure you are also, just going on that path. And I really, really want to know, what is your morning ritual that prepares you for the day to become the leader, to come to work and, be the amazing person that you are?
So it's very important for me to have slow mornings. I'm not the person who will just get up and exercise, gymming and things like that. I want to take it slow. So I'll get up, I'll make my bed, I'll make my coffee, would just switch on the music, and I would just like to enjoy my coffee with music. I would never want to mix it with any of the busy plans. So that is how I gather the strength to go on for the entire day. And coffee, I'm very finicky. I can't compromise on the quality of coffee at all. So that's something that I would like to enjoy in peace.
I am a an avid coffee lover. Like you would not believe, I intake tons of caffeine, and like that is also one of the reasons that I can go ahead for the day. And music, I love music as well. And this was the part that I'm most excited to ask you today. So, if your career was a playlist, what are the three songs that you would define it as?
Okay, so I come from a city called Lucknow. Of course, everybody knows it's a capital city of UP. But when you think about Lucknow, there are few words that instantly come to your mind. For example, nazakat, nafaset,
Yeah.
tehzeeb, kebabs, and you can't miss mentioning nawabs.
Yes.
So, uh, so before we come to music, I'll tell you, one of the shairi I like reading, though I can't
Oh.
write. I really appreciate good shairi. So for Lucknow, I have one which is बड़े गुरूर से उन्होंने कहा हमें भूल जाओ बड़े ही गुरूर से उन्होंने कहा हमें भूल जाओ हम भी नवाब थे मुस्कुराए और पूछा जनाब आप हैं कौन.
Oh, wow, that is so cool.
Yeah. Okay, so coming
Love
back to,
that one.
sorry.
Really love that one.
You'll find a lot of shairis written on Lucknow because Lucknow is supposedly a city which is rich culturally rich.
Yes.
There are Urdu is one of the language, and I really appreciate and like talking in Hindi. Hindi is my first language, and I love talking in Hindi. So nowadays, though we've made it like a English, it's no more Hindi. I love when somebody speaks true, pure Hindi, and of course, Urdu. Urdu definitely touches your heart. It's a very sweet and heart touching language.
It is, and you can just tell by the words that it emphasizes, it makes the words feel more beautiful, in my opinion.
Certainly, certainly. For example, if I'll tell you, Aditi, I'm so busy, instead I would say, Aditi, masroofiyat bahut hai. Will
Oh,
you not
wow.
feel it? So
Yes,
it's like that.
it's such a beautiful
It
language.
can't be expressed in
Everything
words, but
sounds more deep and beautiful.
yes.
Really love that one. So, any recommendations from Lucknow for me if I ever visit? Will
Oh,
visit.
a lot. It depends. What are you more interested in, shopping or eating? And there's a
Eating.
misconception that Lucknow is famous for non-vegetarian food. Let me tell you, it is so good for vegetarian as well.
Oh,
Every single thing that you eat in Lucknow, it's not just because I belong to Lucknow and I'm praising my city in general, but it is definitely an experience. One should definitely make one trip to Lucknow in a lifetime.
I will. You already convinced me with the Shairi. I'm already going this year. Let me pack my bag. Month I'm in Lucknow.
You can take a list of places and list of things to try.
Yes, thank you. And I would connect with you regarding the same. If you could just tell me a few food places, that you would recommend, any best street food discovery that you've had.
Oh, a lot, because I am a foodie. Starting from Lucknow, of course, I'll tell you. Everybody knows that Tunde Kebab is famous, Idris ki biryani is famous. But there's also basket chaat from Royal Cafe, which is famous. Then we have Moti Mahal Faluda Kulfi, which is famous. Then out in Lucknow, in Goa, I've had the best pani puri ever. That was from a Bihari owner, but that was awesome pani puri. Then we call it Golgappa in Lucknow. That's also
Okay.
good. Pani Puri in Mumbai is also equally good. I'll not, say that it isn't. Every
Yes.
place has a different flavor to it. Uh, Pune, I've tried vada pav. Best vada pav, if I've ever tried, it was in Pune. Misal pav, I really like. Then I visited a lot of places in Himachal. So when you go there and you're just passing by through the, highway, you can just drop by any of the smaller, these jugis, and they make awesome magic. I mean, they do
I think.
what magic, I don't know
All
what the color they put, but that magic is out of the world. In Manali, mein, if you haven't tried momos, you've not tried anything in this world. Oh
right.
my God, I keep on talking about food.
I can tell that you're
There's
really
just so much.
passionate about. Yes, and it's so nice to hear from you since we have heard you speak about technology and your insights on that are also, very insightful and your insights on food as well. They are so good. Really
Okay,
loving this. Yes.
one important thing that I missed is, tandoori chicken from Amritsar, butter
Oh,
chicken, kulchas. Oh my God, I'll keep on going. I have a long list.
my mouth is watering already. Since you said Faluda, it has been watering continuously. Gotta
Hmm.
try one of these. Like Pani Puri in Goa. Who would have thought, right?
There's a street, Kalangut, of course, everybody knows the beach. There's a street that takes
Yes.
you to the beach, and in that street, there are multiple Pani Puri walas. But this one was awesome. Now it is closed, unfortunately.
Oh, but like I can tell that you have such a vast knowledge of traveling, street food altogether. So you're really passionate about the same, and I love hearing about that. And as someone who is also passionate about traveling, one thing that I know everybody asks, but I just have to ask as well, how do you manage your work-life harmony?
So, see, one thing important is I have learned it a hard way. I wasn't really enjoying this side of my life so much since till last few years. It is only in last few years that I realized that it is not just work. I have to think outside and start living, so to say. So initially, what we used to do was I started traveling with my sisters. So we used to take one trip a year. So we are three sisters. One of my sister is in UK. So what we did was we planned a trip when she moved to UK. We planned a trip to Scotland. In another year, so I'll have to take you a little back. In 1994, I don't know if you were even born, Aditi, movie released called DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. I was a complete mad person after watching that movie. I really wanted to go to Switzerland. And of course, everybody was dreaming about Raj. So
Yes.
did. So we took a trip to Switzerland and we made a complete itinerary of the places where the movie was shot. So
Wow.
of course I to do that chiffon sari stint also, though I
Yes.
couldn't do it then. But we made the complete itinerary and we went to each and every place where the shooting was done, like that church which was in Sanin, Gastad, where a few songs were shot. And so it was beautiful. So I don't know where I started from. I'm just lost in my conversation. I'm so much overwhelmed.
Love
You'll have to give me the.
you. Yes, I love your man. You can go ahead.
So I was just saying that we've been to so many places, and it started with my sisters, and then gradually work, of course, helped me travel to a lot of places. And I've traveled to Himachal, I've traveled to, of course, northern part of the country. Then I've traveled to south a bit, not much. There's too much to explore. Uh, yeah, I think you.
Uh, I think we lost. Okay.
No, am
Yeah.
I
That was so
audible?
lovely. Yeah. Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
So one last question. I would hate to be this to be the last question because I would love to have a conversation with you for hours and hours because I can tell that our passions and hobbies align a lot, like listening to music, traveling, eating food, coffee. So one last question for today before we move to the rapid fire round. What is your current favorite song? Asking for recommendations.
Okay, so it will be unfair if I don't sing and just tell you the song. So I'll take the liberty and sing just two lines.
Yes,
Um,
please do. I would really, really love that.
okay, all right. So this is from the song, the movie Chamkila, and it
Okay.
was really beautiful song sung by Aditi. Uh, I'll just attempt two lines of it. जो
Okay.
भला क्या बोलोगे तुम सब सच कहते हो मेरी नहीं है दुनिया जिसमें तुम सब रहते हो साथ तुम्हारे और रहूं मैं मेरा तो मन था सच है यहाँ पर जो भी बुरा था मेरे कारण था मैनू विदा करो मैनू विदा करो जी अब विदा करो मेरे यारा मैनू विदा करो मैनू विदा करो जी अब जाना है उस पार
Shweta ma'am, I did not know you had a voice of an angel. That was superb. I need to hear you live. Like I really need to. If you had a concert, I would go. I would pay like tons of money and I would go to see you. That was beautiful. If I knew you sang so well, the whole interview would have been just me listening to you sing.
thank you, that's so sweet.
That is amazing. And I really love the song as well. Beautiful, beautiful lyrics and beautiful song and your beautiful voice. This was perfect.
Thank
So before we end this today, let's have a quick rapid fire round. Are you ready for it?
yes
Okay. So first question: mountain holiday or beach retreat?
beach
Same. Next, early bird or night owl?
night owl
Also same. Favorite comfort food?
sorry
Favorite comfort food?
comfort food Chinese
Oh, excellent choice. Next, loud or soft music?
depends on the mood. In fact, in my phone you will find all sorts of playlists. So there's a
Okay.
happy mood, there's a disco mood, there is ghazal mood. So every
Wow.
mood there is a playlist already done.
Understandable. Even I love all sorts of music. Okay, next one. Do you prefer solo traveling or group tour?
Group tours,
Yes, that's understandable. And lastly, spicy food or sweet food?
spicy any day.
Oh, very, very real. I love this conversation. I really loved this one. Like, I love listening to all of your panels as well. And I love listening to you here. And next time we are meeting, I need to hear more of your voice, ma'am.
For sure.
I'm gonna have like a live concert.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much for taking time out and joining us here today. I really love to speaking to you. And hopefully, we can continue this conversation outside. And thank you to all the audience who attended as well. And we'll see you all in the next Beyond the Boardroom. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a super awesome weekend. And happy Republic Day in advance. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.